Oh,
Is that bloke I've seen on? I've seen him in like reels with a sling and whipping it around. And it's just like the force he can fucking generate with a rock.
oh, it's the Mallorcans that are the best of the, or the that what they called that group of islands with Mallorca and Minorca. What are they?
Balearic Island?
Something like that. They're renowned through history for being amazing slingers, and there is still a world championship, and it's always one of them that wins. But I mean, I think the guy that you might be talking about, you see, if it's the same guy I've seen, he is the current world champion, and you wouldn't want to mess with him.
It sounds like a bullet ricocheting when he fucking fires.
Yeah.
Insane.
Well, it's the 44 Magnum of its day. If you were good with it, it's like saying the whole David and Goliath thing. It says if David was a really skillful slinger, Goliath had no chance at all.
None. Yeah, it does make you wonder, doesn't
it? Oh. But the reasons why that the crossbows, I mean, slings and longbows were the best by miles, but they just took so long to learn that if you wanted to raise an army, you know, you can't train your bowmen for 15 years. You know, you've got that's why you ended up with muskets and crossbows and then muskets because they're much easier to use.
Yeah, musket you can train the average person to shoot 3 rounds a minute with trainer.
Yeah, our soldiers could fire usually 5 in dry weather. The French could only do about 3 because they were shit.
Yeah,
it's an easy trainable skill.
Yeah,
it's just repetition, isn't it?
Oh, yeah,
you repeat a process. The more you repeat it, the quicker you get.
Oh, I've been watching loads of Gurkha things while I've been poorly. I just love watching stuff on the Gurkhas, man. They're just so hard. What was his name? It was a colonel. I think he was called Colonel Poon by name and nature, who took on 40 Taliban on his own. It's like I thought I was going to. I thought I was dead anyway, so I thought I'm taking as many of them with me as I possibly can. It's like, come on, give me somebody. They're all gone. Like, shit.
That's the best way to be. I'm going. I'm taking someone with me.
Have you watched that documentary on Netflix yet, Mark? The Gurkha was on about the.
Oh, I haven't got
the Gurkha that went into the SAS, but did the 8,000 peak challenge.
Yeah.
You know, the previous record was like 3 years. He did it in like 6 months.
Yeah.
But his like training regime and how solid that bloke was. Hard.
Yeah.
On 3 hours of sleep a night.
Yes. Yeah, they're insane. To the what was it? The fighting. It says apparently the Japanese in Burma were genuinely thought they were supernatural. You know, it's like, you know, they thought they were spirits because they just kept coming out of nowhere, killing loads of them and fucking off again. And now they train it's good. I mean, I know they are our troops, but they train all our troops in jungle fighting. It's the Gurkhas that teach it because they're just the best at it by miles. Did you remember there's a fella and he got court-martialed? They let him off because he beheaded the Taliban, which is against the UN Convention, mutilating bodies. But it turned out they needed the body to test for DNA to see if it was the commander that they thought it was, and it was under heavy fire. It was either had to drop the body and run or chop its head off. So he did, but he did get off with it. With the it's like, just doing what I had to do. Like, didn't want to. It just had to be done. And they was talking to the ones that were in the Falklands, and they'd heard of them. The Argentines had heard of the Gurkhas, and they just ran away. And they said they thought they were going to. They thought they said because the Argentines had heard that they would behead them and eat them. And you think that sounds a bit racist, and the Gurkhas were really offended, but genuinely offended, but not because of the comments. It's because they ran away. It's just like, we've come all this way to fucking fight you. Get back here.
Have a fight.
I do enjoy a little bit of military history. Perhaps we should have little sections before we start a game. It's like Mark's military history section.
Well, I know 'cause, Sam knows loads about it as well, and Andy, you've given me some good tips to
Well,
watch stuff.
More, I know real military service stuff, and then more ancient. I'm not. There's that weird sort of just before and during the World War. I'm not as well read purely because I always preferred the more ancient stuff.
Yeah,
Now, obviously,
I'm
my lived
interested in.
experience is a different matter, but
I'm interested in all of it. So
I'm deep into war, the Ukraine war at the minute, and understanding like Russian capabilities, Ukraine capabilities, North Korean capabilities and stuff like that.
apparently he's not been very happy. What's his face? Little fella in Korea because his men have been getting massacred. But
they've all malnourished and got worms, so
that's not going to help. And plus,
That's
the Ukrainians are fighting for their own homeland, which automatically makes you twice as hard.
they're quite motivated, mate. Yeah,
Yeah, and they've been fighting for ages, so they're
quite battle hardened as well.
You've got these battle hardened fellas fighting for their house and hearth against these little fellas, as you say, with worms.
They've never fired a gun at a real person or been involved in active combat.
Fucked up.
We're just giving
Numbers don't mean shit.
the Western world just giving them all their old arms, aren't they, as well? So they're using it as an excuse to get rid of all the older tech. Give it
the Americans have had to ask Zelensky to stop stealing quite so much of the aid for money because people are starting to notice. Because we know you're doing it, just do it less, because everyone could see you doing it. Because they are officially the most corrupt government in Europe, which is quite impressive. Ukraine, or before the war started. Yeah, the
is that why they weren't in NATO?
I imagine it's one of the reasons.
Yeah.
I think the chap that's took over, he's made moves, hasn't he? The Prime Minister, President, whatever he is.
Yeah,
he was an actor, weren't he,
Zelensky.
before he became?
Yeah,
I think he was a comedian, wasn't he? Sort of a comic actor.
Yeah.
He used to play the piano with his knob. I've seen a video of it. It was blurred, thankfully. But yeah, you could clearly see what's going on. That's
what the world's come to.
Yeah.
Each to their own. Right, chaps, shall we fight a dragon?
Yeah.
No. Do you know what? Actually, I'm feeling really.
I thought we'd done this. I'm pretty sure we did this in the last session, Dave. We won.
I think I'm coming down with what Mark's got.
Okay. Let me.
Okay.
Let me address you all one at a time.
You fight a dragon.
Right. So where are we?
We're playing a game called Dungeons and Dragons. We've opened the episode with "We're going to fight a dragon," and we've all gone, "Nah, no, I'm okay, thanks."
Yeah.
Well, not only that, you are actually in a bit of a dungeon at the minute as well. So it's right on the nail. So about 8 minutes in for when I get to because that's the other thing I was tempted to say. Sam was saying, is it Glass Cannon that you watch?
Yeah, listen to
You listen to, beg pardon.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, because they have sort of like we do. We turn up and listen to or talk and try not to offend the world in general. If anyone does listen, but should I edit? Should I edit the start down to when I do the dice and bollocks, or just leave it on?
It's hard to know, isn't it? You'd have to have a regular crowd to get a feel for it, because but I think they now, especially now they're doing their second campaign, it's not scripted, but the topic is usually decided upon before they start.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's usually to Troy, who's their dungeon master, will go, "So I was thinking about this. What are your thoughts?" And it opens up the conversation that way.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They do sort of come in prepared for it, but it's not a scripted conversation. Does that make sense? It's still a natural conversation.
Does. Yeah.
The topics are handpicked.
Yeah. It's basically whose line is it anyway or the Pathfinder equivalent of whose line is it? You know what? I'll keep it in. If anyone is watching and you want to listen to history lessons with Mark, or me saying, "Oh, I have no idea what you're talking about, Mark. Please do tell me." Then comment. Just comment. Tell us what you want for the people that don't watch.
Historical facts.
Jason. Hello, Jason. Jason is on YouTube. Jason's on YouTube. Everyone say hello to Jason.
Hi, Jason.
Hey.
What are you doing, Jason?
Merry Christmas, Jason. He's saying he can't watch live, but just wanted to say Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Merry
Dude,
Christmas,
that's
mate.
so nice of you. Thanks very much, mate. Thanks for
That is sweet. Thank you.
putting up with us. I don't know how you do it, but thanks very much. I was going to go with your word from last time. If you're still there, if you wanted to type a new word in, otherwise I'll go with it.
Well, shall I go and get me a drink?
One second. Let me do the bullshit, because just in case someone does watch. So this is I've forgotten how we do it. Oh yeah, let's roll some dice now. This is Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen, campaign 1. I'm Dave, the Dungeon Master. To my immediate right is Tom, who's playing Kelevendros.
Hello.
Word. Just said word. Felt a bit weird. Bottom right is Sam, who's playing Nordan.
Hello.
Hello. You're not going to show us how you're attired this evening, Sam?
I went with the non-specific D20 hoodie. Do you need me to put a light on it so you can see it better?
No, that's good enough. Tidy.
Oh, a little bit.
I was going to get changed, but we've had company over and I didn't get a chance because I had other jobs to do.
Fair enough. And Christmas decorations in the background by the look of it as well.
No? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, over the door. Yeah.
Ta-da!
Tidy. Bottom left is Mark, who's playing Arthas.
It's a bun.
And I will not give you a bun. It's the internet, Mark. That's not how the internet works. Can you imagine if that's how the internet worked? I'd be so fat.
That was,
Oh,
you
mate.
fell for that one because actually I don't even want a bun. You fell for that.
Mark, you do know I have met you in real life and I've seen you ravage your bun. You're a man who likes buns, Mark. So you can't you can't look me in the eye over the internet and say you do.
I haven't eaten today, and I've got no intention of unless something changes.
In fairness, you have been very poorly.
I'm actually relapsed, and I feel worse than I did yesterday. I don't know
That's
what's
a bad tap of poorly.
Oh no, let's get on with it then, Mark. Are you up to date with your paracetamol?
Yes. I can have another. Oh God, I can have another one in. I don't know if you see the sweat pouring off my match. I'm gonna have to open the window.
Mark's had
He's
flu,
so cold.
like proper flu, like in bed for 3 days flu. So, so we'll stick with it for as long as we can. Jason's saying use his previous word, which I will do. I'll write it down now and not say it out loud, which I was just about to do, which would ruin the game. Last but not least is Andy, who's top left. Go for it, Mark. Go.
Yeah.
I hope he's not going to collapse halfway through the session. It's a long way to drive to Liverpool if I have to get up there to make sure he's not dead. Right, Jason's going with Tentacle again. Everyone's abandoned me, Tom. Do you want to have a go?
Yeah. I had a word. I thought of it at work and it's gone. So I'm going to go with emancipate.
Emancipate. Okay. I do that all the time.
Yeah. I'll make my memory retention is ever since I started working nights, mate, my memory retention's gone to shit. I can't remember anything.
Because we took the kids on a trip to London. We went on the train and we went to the Natural History Museum, and I was walking around the dinosaur bit going, right, I'm going to remember that for the Mark game. I'm going to remember that. And I forgot all of them. Mr. Johnson, do you want to...
Did you say Archaeopteryx last week?
Yeah.
Sticking with my theme of obscure stuff. Aye,
gotcha.
Bush babe.
Yeah, they're weird looking things, aren't they?
Yep.
Just leaves us with you then. So
I'm gonna go with eviscerate.
Eviscerate, classic.
Yep.
Like it's the fifth time he's used eviscerate.
Back to my grassroots.
Okay.
Okay, so we know where we are. We know what's happening because we've been lucky enough to have a few sessions in quick succession. So let me force your map, chaps, and then we'll go at it. So the last thing that happened, you went into this chamber that had a dragon skull on it that started basically swearing at you, saying profanities, saying how you desecrated the land, how you desecrated their sacred ground, and you were going to answer for it. Kelevendros attempted to step forward, but something happened. Paladin wasn't with you on this occasion, and a dragon formed. As it's forming, you get the very much impression these bones just like fly together as the skull animates onto the head of this creature. But as it starts to form, it also screams, and a somewhat familiar purple fire erupts in its heart, where its heart should be. As it lurches towards you, Kelevendros, you're the first to act.
Sure. So me and Andy rolled the same. Surely Leggit's dex mod's higher than mine.
It's up to you. You fight it out between you, but do you want to go first,
Probably
Andy?
makes more sense.
Am I allowed to say what my dex is, or is that metagaming?
Well, it will be higher, almost definitely.
Almost
Yeah,
definitely.
surely.
But does it make more sense for me to push forwards and keep it in place rather than let it come towards the rest of the party, I suppose? So if you want to go first, speak up. If not, I'll go.
But Tom, also, if you engage it first, somebody might have benefits from you being within 5 foot of the enemy.
Yeah.
Extra damage and things. Not to metagame too much.
Too late. Right, go on then. So you're moving forwards. This thing, so it's taking up these 4 squares. So it's a large creature, but it's taking up all of these squares. The token, it is a nice token, specifically for this campaign, David North token, but it's a lot chockier than
it is
it's.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a nice token. So I was just zooming in. Apparently I need my glasses. Yeah, I'm just going to hit her in the face twice because
Go for it.
what I do. It's 27 to hit, Dave.
27 hits, mate.
Not quite a natural 20, unfortunately. 15 points of slashing damage.
Okay. You're right, Mark.
Yeah, I've just filleted a wombat. It's looking good now.
Nice, mate. Excellent.
Oh.
Do I get the sense that it has done what I expect it to do?
It has done what you expect it to do.
Okay.
If what you expect it to do is full damage, then it has done damage.
Yes, that's what I'm getting at without asking the question.
Yeah. So that's an attack with your dancing longsword, but it's okay because you rolled a 15, so that is still going to hit.
Yeah, it's the same modifier. I do apologise.
Yeah. That's all right, dude. Yeah, it's okay. Just in case there was any difference. But yeah. So 14.
14 plus 19 points slashing damage. I love it so much.
I've got an admission, Tom. It's taken away from the game. I called you the other day. I think Sam knows what's coming. Is dwarf in Curse of Strahd has got a greatsword, and he rolled 2 6s for the damage. And I said, I can't remember what I said. I said something like, "Text your brother, tell him how it's done." Because I don't think you've ever done it, have you?
Nope, never rolled 2 6s. I think the best I've done is like a 6 and a 5 or 2 5s.
Okay.
And to be fair, Tom, I literally went, "Ooh, that's max damage." Even though I was genuinely surprised I've got 2 6s.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to first level Shield of Faith. So I'm going to need the AC.
Sure. Let's give you concentration. There you go. That
So,
takes
thank
to
you
Leggit
very
then, Mr. Johnson. Go for it.
Would you make an intelligence saving throw for the dragon, please?
Okay, I can do that for you, mate. Also, just for future reference, Andy, I've ruled a few things about the 2014 and the 2024 variants, and I've let the lads get away with a few things. I mentioned Chromatic Orb with you last time. If you want the new 2024 version, the one that bounces, go for it.
Okay.
Okay.
I need to try and sort that out before next session. To get both characters up to date with that, because
Okay.
we'll sort that later date.
That's saving throw 5, mate.
Right. It doesn't matter, it's the same. So that's 13 points of something damage.
Psychic.
Something.
Something damage.
Nothing damage.
I think. On a leaves, the target takes 3d6 psychic damage yet, and it can only take a reaction, and it can't take a reaction until the end of its next turn. Moreover, on its next turn, it must choose whether to it gets the move, an action, or a bonus action. It only gets one of the 3.
Yep. Very nice spell. Anything else from you, dude?
Where am I? Where fuck am I?
Great.
Move a little bit out of range, so we're not clustered so much.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, Arthas, the Knight of Solamnia. What are you going to do versus this undead-looking dragon?
Right, I am going to give it the midnight salute. I'm going to run in. And is there any? I'm trying to think if there's any point trying to use my what's it on it. Got one turn undead, but is it worth it? You reckon? Anyone? Sorry, my brain's not.
Turn undead is usually what, CR1. This isn't going to be a CR1.
Yeah,
Is it?
Right. In which
The CR
case,
might
then,
be a bit high, Sam's right there.
so I'm within 5 feet of Tom, so he needs to stay with me if he wants to come with me if you want to live. I'm just going to hit it.
Okay.
Right, so let's see if I've got any doodars left.
Right in the gizzard mark. Right in the
Yeah,
fucking gizzard.
It's going to be a booming blade.
Yep.
And not any of me. Sorry about this, people. Second wind. No. I've got one of it left, so I'm going to use it. I'm going for my precise strike. So attack with advantage.
What mark?
25 hits, dude.
So 3d8 plus 4. So, oh, nice.
24 damage.
Yeah.
Oh yes, mate.
And are you? What's your life on, Tom? Are you on full?
I'm not. I'm down, but I'm not down enough to even worry about it.
No, because I'm not doing it for that. I just didn't want to waste the spell. I'm going to drop a.
If you're going to do it first, mate, I don't need much.
Yeah, it's just so you can have another attack. My spell slots. Yeah, I'm going to drop a level 1 as a bonus action healing word on Tom. So that is 10 hit points back. And I invite him heartily to twat this thing in the face.
And I will take you up on that invitation. For another 19, 27 hit.
Nice. Go for it. Go for your
Close.
damage. Come on, this is the 2 6s, Tom.
It's not. It's another
It's
15.
not. It's a 15 still decent.
15.
It's not bad. Not
It's a
bad.
consistent number for me, I think. I do a lot of 15 damage.
Yeah. Okay, is that turn, Mark?
His turn, sir, yes.
Okay, so as this this purple fire has erupted in its chest, and you've charged forwards, you see this fire flow up his throat and burst out, and in this direction, the cone is going to engulf Kelevendros, Arthas, and Leggit. If you would all make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Is that a reaction?
+3 to the result.
Oh, thank you.
No, this is his action. He's choosing an action.
Oh, I think that's a horrendous fail.
What was that, sorry, Dave? You want us to make a
Dex save. You all
Dex
get
save.
+3 from Kel. Is Leggit within
fine.
range?
Oh, hang on. Let me measure that. It's 10 feet. Maybe not. No. Let me just check. It's definitely 10 feet. Pretty sure it's. Or protection within 10 feet, so you don't get it, Andy. Sorry.
You don't get it. Oh, fortunately though, Andy, Leggit has dodged out of the way, being on the periphery of this cataclysmic blast. It's necrotic damage. The max damage for Kel and Arthas is 31. Mr. Johnson Leggit takes 15 points of necrotic damage.
Yeah.
Nordan.
Sorry, was that 31, did you say?
Yes, please, mate.
31.
I'm going to try a theory, so I'm going to cast. Can you do a dex saving throw for me, please, Dave?
Of course, can we? Yes. 16.
Okay.
Is that on the nose?
That is literally on the nose.
What are we trying to do?
Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Obviously, I can't twin cast it because there's only one creature.
Yeah.
And then after watching that horrendous breath weapon, I'm just going to back up a little bit and step outside the door.
Seems fair.
And I'm just going to lean around the doors like, still here, guys.
Have you seen my youngest board?
Yeah, this is Nordan saying, yes, I think he was in this room. I'll be back in a minute. Come on then,
There's
Kel.
an ancient dragon killing weapon in here. I'll be back.
Yeah.
Done with a back to the well. 21 to hit.
Go for it, yeah.
16 points of slashing damage.
Okay, nice. One above par. I'm still made up. Jason came on to say happy holidays, Merry Christmas. That was really nice.
Yeah.
11 is going to miss, though, dude.
Was Jason the fella that I met on my birthday?
No, Jason's our American friend that's messaged us from way back when.
Yeah, God, awesome.
He's followed the campaign from quite early on, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's been our one consistent. No, I think you're thinking of Bish,
That's
who's joining my campaign.
Yeah.
I've not heard from Bish today. He's not on. He's not messaged yet. Sorry, Tom. That misses for the.
No,
11.
you're right. Then there's a bonus action. I'm going to throw out the dancing longsword.
Okay.
Then make an attack against the dragon.
Yeah, I think we can go without the token on this occasion. We know what's going to happen.
Yeah. And that says the 22 to hit.
22 hits. I'm saying this now. It feels incomplete if I do that.
That's
9
9
damage.
points of slashing damage.
Okay. Right, there you go. You should be able to move that now if you want it. Think where you want. 9 points of
That's
slashing
exactly
damage.
where I wanted it. So
More luck than judgment. Concentration saving throw from Kelevendros because of the 31 damage. So the DC is also 15 as well.
DC 15, 10 or higher. And he just misses it by 1, of course he does.
Oh, yeah, 14, you failed. Ah.
Yeah. Yeah, hang on. There's nothing that says I can.
I am a rubber Johnny.
Nope. I've definitely failed. There's nothing I can do about that.
That's turn for you, Leggit. He's still up. This thing is still quite alive.
I'm just reading some of the like with telepathic speech. I had an idea to. I can't do it in one turn. So yeah, I'm just going to saddle up and tweb it. I think. With my dagger.
Beans.
Don't hit it with a tin of beans, Mark. That won't do much.
Fucking hell.
Mind you, it'd be bludgeon damage. That's 8 is going to miss, mate. Anything else from you?
Yeah. It's the bonus action
Andy?
disengage. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, doesn't matter. If you're disengaging, don't worry about it. If you're moving away, it's fine. Don't worry.
We're going to say.
If you were going to stay where you were, I was going to ask if you'd move into flanking. But if you're disengaging, don't change your plan. But if you were going to stay, then don't stay. Disengage. You're right to disengage. I just forgot you could do it. As
You're
bonus
right to
action.
disengage, mate. You move where you
100%
want to
right.
go, mate, and then it's Arthas' turn.
Right.
Move up into. Oh God. It's not moving. There we go. Into this corner.
Sure.
Right then. I've got no precise strikes, so I'm not going to be doing that. So I'm just going to have to
Uh-oh.
hit it in the face, starting with the. Monkey
13's going to
trap.
miss, mate.
I'm going to blow a what's it? Action surge and hit him again.
Okay.
No, that's rubbish. Hey, done.
Okay, mate. What had you forgotten, Tom?
I get advantage on I get advantage on saves against breath weapons of dragons. Literally the reason I have this armor on.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Oh, right. So he's got his full economy back this turn. I believe Tash is just lasts a turn, doesn't it? Tash's mind whip. Mr. Johnson.
Yeah. It ends this turn, mate. It's only for one turn.
Okay. Doesn't get his breath weapon back. So what he is going to do is let me have a think about what's happened so far. And no, he's not too bright. Well, not bright at all. There's a bit of a obvious clue. He's probably going to try and bite the shiniest target. So his first attack, he's going to try and reach out with his claw towards Arthas.
Yep.
He's only going to roll a 17 to hit you, which clearly misses.
Oh.
His second attack. Oh, go on, Tom. Yeah, you get your reaction.
Yeah. Go on, son. Full past it.
So that's 24 to hit.
Yeah, and your damage is.
And the damage is 19, 6 and a 5. So close. And he can't move for the rest of his turn.
Okay.
Rarely comes up, but.
Yeah. His second attack, he's going to try and claw Kelevendros.
I shall use my reaction to give him disadvantage.
Okay, nice one, Mark. So first attack was a 19, second is a 20, so 19 is going to hit.
Hit, yeah.
Yeah. So you are considered restrained as this claw descends. It's going to do 10 points of slashing damage. As it reaches round, drags Kelevendros by your armor, drags you forwards as you're restrained, and it's going to try and bite you, which it now does with advantage.
Normal, because it's still got disadvantage from me.
Okay. The first roll was
42.
21.
Yeah.
So that is going to be a further 18 points of piercing damage plus 2 points of necrotic damage for a total of 20.
Okay.
Okay. That takes us to Nordan's turn. You can see Kelevendros in its hands, and his jaws have just clamped on Kelevendros, like round his midsection. Kelevendros is screaming, trying to make his way out of it.
I can't see it. I can hear it though.
No, you're using the reflective yogurt spoon to look round the corner.
So Nordan's gonna dash out. Not
Yep.
literally dash, but you know. And he's gonna cast a fireball.
What? Oh, firebolt.
Bolt, sorry. Bolt for a 21 to hit. Bolt.
Okay, yes, 21 hits. 21 hits.
Oh, only 6 points of damage. Fire
Okay.
damage.
Yeah. It takes the full damage. Anything else from you?
No. No. The problem is I'm doing a spell economy here, and I've just gone through my spell list, and I haven't got a lot of spell slots left, so I'm being very, very cautious on what I use.
Sure. Cal.
Okay, so I will make. All I can do is try and hit him. I suppose I can't. Is there anything I can do to get myself out of the restrained condition?
Yeah, you can. You try to escape the grapple. Which that's the one I must get these rules down. For some reason they enter my brain as I read them when we're playing, and then as soon as we finish playing they get leave straight away. So grappling 2024. Escaping a grapple. A grappled creature can use its action to make a strength, athletics, or dexterity acrobatics check against the grapple's escape DC. So I've got a DC on his stat block, but it's an action to do that.
Okay, that's fine. So I'll make an athletics check.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God's sake. 15.
Is exactly what you need. You just managed to claw your way out.
Nice.
So you're sort of pounding on his wrist as he lets go.
Then, as a bonus action, the dancing sword will make its second attack. Second or third?
Second.
Second. That's 21 to hit.
21 to hit, yeah.
And a 9 points slashing damage.
Yeah, you accidentally rolled dancing longswords.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
before you accidentally.
Oh,
yeah.
I see
So
what you're saying.
this is the
That's
only.
why I think I've done 3.
Yeah. Anything else from you?
That's everything.
Okay, Leggit.
Oh, it's fun.
I'm just going to cast Firebolt, I think. Lots of wild and wonderful ideas, but that's not going to work.
Is going to hit. Yeah.
Oh.
Some fucking damage.
5 damage, yeah. Do you want your sneak attack as well, mate? We did rule that that's part of your build, so you can have it.
They're 8.
Nice, that's me on a bit more like it.
Yeah. Anything else, mate?
Can I bonus action levitate? please.
Sure. If you wish, yeah.
Yeah.
Right
Just
up to the
get
ceiling.
myself out of any. Yeah, just get myself out of any ground-based AoE attacks.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay, we're on to you then, Mark. If you want to make your rolls, as I just check, I'm pretty sure the book will tell me how big. 10 feet, yeah. And you're a little fella, so you can sort of squirrel yourself into the corner.
There's only one thing I can do, which is hit him in the face. How about you, I miss? Oh, 19.
19 hits, dude.
Hey, so longsword damage. 10 and spell damage is extra 5.
Okay. Very
And
nice.
I am going to second level healing word on Tom. So
Okay.
I'll give him to get him the hit
Needs it
points, and
now.
then he gets to attack. Second level.
This thing's starting to look ropey now. Yeah, the
can think
cataclysmic
so.
fire is leaking away from it as you
What's my healing
go
word?
away with the bones.
Second level, here we go. So that's a lot of D4s.
Not. Thank you very much.
No problem at all.
14,
And you
tidy.
I'd like to ask you to hit the dragon again, if that's all right, Tom.
I would absolutely love to, mate. We'll see what happens, though.
For some reason, Tom, Mark wants you to hit him. I don't know why he wants
Yeah, I don't know what this dragon's done to Mark, mate.
I know. I heard Mark wants you to hit Arthas. I don't know why. I don't know if he's got an ability or something that's going to.
No, leave him alone.
Okay, your damage is.
That's it. Yeah, and I'm going to spend my last second spell slot on a Divine Smite.
Okay, it is undead.
Big money. Okay, so.
Your number is
Great.
26.
My damage.
He's done it. So you need to roll over 6 with 5d8.
5d8.
Oh, come off it!
That's really difficult,
He's
though.
got to be dead.
Don't roll 8-1.
25 points of radiant damage.
Okay. Well, let's stick that into the narrative then, Mr. Drage. How does it tie?
So the same radiant flames always when he uses Divine Smite, his flame just comes engulfed in these kind of radiant flames. And he just kind of two-handed just rams it into this. Well, it has to be two-handed because it's a great sword. And rams it into the purple fire. And there's just like a small explosion as he just, like, the bones just go everywhere.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah. It does. You spray the back wall with his bones, clang, 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 as it falls to the ground, and the skull drops to the floor and shatters to pieces. And this cataclysmic fire just drops to the ground and seems to seep into the floor itself. So the chamber you're in, where everything was crumbled and smashed, with this dragon skull, you've not had a chance to poke around yet. But with the door, there's only one exit to this room, and there's only one exit to the whole complex that you've not been through yet, is to the west.
We're able to take. I mean, what situation we're taking rest in this place? I could use spell pot.
Yeah, I'm not for these circumstances. Until you're comfortable that you're safe and secure, you wouldn't be happy to take a long rest. It's just not the nature of it. But you could try and risk a short rest. You don't know what's through this door, and none of these doors have been locked. There is nothing of value in the room after you've had a shufty round.
to start with, Nordan would poke his head back and go, "Oh, you've killed it then, guys."
Yeah, it's dead. Come back in now.
Yeah, thanks for the help there, mate.
I did help.
Oh.
So what do you want to do? Do you want to press on through? Do you want to keep going, or do you want to take do you want to heal up here, or do you want to take a short rest here? What?
Is there anything special about the Dragon School?
You had
was looking at the-
pretty.
Sorry, go
Sorry,
on.
mate. No, you go. You go.
Looking at the map, it's a bit of an odd map because we've got this dragon skull, got a table with some chairs.
Yeah,
It's
it
a
looks
bit like,
cozy.
you know, what's going on? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'll give you the description. So crumbled chairs lie toppled about the room. On the north wall hangs a long stone slab that features a bas relief depicting dragons bowing respectfully over a large dragon corpse. A dragon skull is mounted on the east wall. So I mean, it looks quite cozy there, but they are thrown around. Yeah. Sort of destroyed. And you rolled reasonably well for your. I think it was Mark Arthas that rolled. It appeared to be the head of a brass dragon, which is a metallic dragon. Which, from Arthas's history, you sort of divine
nice
that.
guys.
Yeah. They fought to Kesis, at least.
Yeah. Oh. I don't feel very.
I'm starting to feel rough, Mark. I've had 2 paracetamol when we started the game.
Yeah.
I've got a ruddy glow. So I'm going to get keen flu for. I was trapped in the back of an ambulance with people with chest infections and flus, and so was Sue over this.
You've got
yesterday.
no chance
Ridiculous,
of
isn't it?
your line of work. It's just
Well, I've had me vaccine though. I've had me flu jab, but
yeah.
I bet you weren't
I
offered
won't
one,
have
Mark. Were you?
No, but I won't have them anyway. I've had one once, and it was almost as bad as having flu. So, but not. It was only for one day, but then it's like, no, I don't want flu for a day. Thanks.
Well, you've had it for 3 now, though, dude. And if that,
Anyway, Wednesday,
trade-off.
Thursday, Friday.
Yeah. Let's concentrate on the game. What do you want to do so we can get through as much as we can before Mark has to lie down?
Unless anyone want to take a short rest?
If it's beneficial, I don't mind.
I've got no benefit. I've got no hit dice left. I've used all of my hit dice, so it's not beneficial to me.
I've just had a glance through my spell list, and the only spell slots I've not started to use yet are my 2nd level spells. So I've got a few missing from every category. Do you want me to cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level on you? 2d8 plus 5.
Got a greater healing potion that I might use that instead rather than you, because we might need your spells in a fight.
What I'm saying is I've got 3 2nd level spell slots. But that's the only level I've not used any spell slots in yet. I've got a sprinkling of spell slots left. I've got 3 seconds. So I'm thinking if I use one, because you're going to be looking at a few hit points there.
To be fair, I could probably take both because I'm about half. Realistically, I've got no more spells. So what? Do you know what I mean? That's why I'm thinking about trying to hold on to your spell slots. So I've got nothing. I'm spent.
Well, this is why I'm holding on. I'm just using cantrips at the minute. So I've got as much as humanly possible. I've got 1/4, 1/3.
I mean, how are you looking, Mark?
I've got 49 hit points, so I'm not like on death's door. I'm hard to hit.
Yeah, I've got 42, but I'm significantly easier to hit. Is the thing.
Yeah, you are. Well, I can tell you what I can give you. It's not something that I'm wasting a chance for you to have an extra attack. Bolster and rally. They're only temporary, but they're hit points. Let me see if I can find out where it is. Action.
Yeah, if I then take that healing off you, Sam, see where we get to. I've got the potion if I need it as well, and then
Bolster and rally. Here we go. So D8 plus 6, 10
Boom.
hit points. So
And take
Nice.
20 points of healing.
Yeah, I'm doing that as damage, not healing.
so you get
Don't
10
take
temporary hit points, Tom, as well.
And 10 temporary. In which
Tiny.
case, I'll keep the potion
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
I need to take it.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Don't forget potions are now bonus actions in 2024 as well.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, I've got
official.
a potion. A potion.
We should all have at least one potion.
Yeah, we made sure of that. And then should we do a perception on the door?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, make you roll.
I've changed my dice, Dave, because those ones I was
Sure.
using last. The boulders gate set though. The one was so confusing. I kept thinking it was
Yeah.
20s.
Have you seen the natural 20 on the Themba shard?
He flies in, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Big
Yeah.
fat red dragon flies in.
Yeah. So with a 14, there's nothing obvious about I mean, it's a similar door to the one that you've just passed through. So it's an interior door. It's a door to a complex. So this has crashed through the natural wastes of the northern wastes. Can't hear anything. 14's. I mean, you rolled a 10 for a 14. So what I will tell you is, although, how should I phrase it? Everywhere else that you've been through has got a sort of a layer of grime, dust. It's old and ancient. As you're sort of checking around, you become aware of the fact that just at a glance, and it's only a slight glance, whatever's through here doesn't seem to have dust on, as if it is maintained.
Where's the ninja?
Yeah. It sounds like ninja work to me.
Well, he's not at his screen, so we can send him in.
And this is how we kill Leggit.
Because I know Andy's had a chest infection as well. Andy was off work and he booked fit to go back. Don't
I've
tell me.
also had one, and Sammy's currently getting over the same thing.
Oh, you.
What is going on?
It's just the season, mate. Isn't it?
Yeah. It's the season to be poorly.
On a plus note, though, Asda, our local supermarket, they've got the Dungeons and Dragons Lego things for £2.50. Got a mind flayer.
Oh,
nice.
With that.
£2.50. It's a steal.
Yeah, I know. It was the last one as well.
I need to start going into Asda more. That's what I'm hearing.
Checking out the toy section there.
Hello, Andy.
Oh, sorry. What are we chatting about?
Sausages.
All frozen. Hold on.
Leggit's just been ambushed.
Oh, he's died now. Oh, he's back. There he is.
Hey.
Leggit just got ambushed.
What? No.
Trouser. Just one.
We made him stealth through the door, and there was like 3 skeletons, and it's your turn.
That's not true. I was listening.
And no, we were hoping you could try and stealth through the door if possible.
Absolutely. I'll do a
Okay.
straight.
Yeah, you have a stealth roll for us then, please, Mr. Johnson.
And that will be a 26, sir.
Okay, yeah, because of the nature of the door and because it's well maintained, it opens silently. I'm just going to reset the map for you, Andy, so and tell you what you can see as Leggit peeks through. This worked stone room is full of laboratory equipment, vials of colourful liquids, glass lenses, and live mice in cages. Books crowd shelves and overflow onto the floor. Other than that, it appears empty of life. As you peer in, I'm just going to move you forwards one, dude. Just to sort of clear the room for you. As you step around the corner, you can see the only exit appears to be a single door to the north. It's messy, but it's used. There's live mice in cages. It appears to be some kind of workshop, laboratory, or something else with a well-stocked library, well-stocked alchemist equipment, or various arcane paraphernalia.
I'm gonna roll. I think we're going to be very specific. Can I roll a check on paraphernalia to see if I can identify what it'd be used for?
Sure.
Specifically?
Yeah.
Oh, should we be Arcane?
Yeah. Well, shall we have a mage off?
Oh, no.
Rolling the
Sorry,
one,
Sam.
Brandy.
Nothing. Don't matter. I've just
Fine, check.
17.
17. Okay. So as you're looking around, you 17. I'm gonna be a little bit harsh and say the full extent of what it's for with a 17 escapes you. You know it is of an arcane. This is a wizard's workshop.
Okay.
So the reason, and you're slightly distracted because of it, you spot what looks like a spell book with rituals, and also in the spell book there's a scroll as well, which you'd need to have a proper read through if you get a little bit more time. And you also become, as you're rooting around, there are other books that pique your interest to do with the name of the city. So you just see a book open on the desk, and you see City of Lost Names, and your interest is automatically taken to it. And it appears to be a history of this city, as well as the spell book. It's going to take you a good while to read through it, if you wanted to spend some time to do that.
Well, this is what I was going to go with. I was going to do the Arcana check on the equipment, and then like a perception check on the books to read quickly through the titles of the book. So you've covered both. You've killed two birds with one stone. But that's why I specifically wanted to do the Arcana check first. Then I was going to chase the book second. But I assume that none of the other books would interest me as much as those two.
No, with you can have another perception check then.
I was going to do a perception on the book titles.
Yeah, go for it.
19.
19. So yeah, 19 is awesome. Yeah. So now that as you've read through this one book, you see the words, the name on Yari, Onyrai, in reference to the name of this city, and the book that you've found is a history of the city. But then you see across the way with your perception check another book that says, and it's how Onyari relates to Istar. So you've got these sort of two tomes that could potentially fill in the gaps again if you spend some time.
Lost knowledge.
Certainly take them. If we're not going to read them now, certainly take them.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, books are portable, man. Let's do it. Unless we
hang on. The thing is, I don't want to just start going around and grabbing books and walking away, because there's a wizard spell book in front of me as well, which makes me a little
wizards
bit
never ever put spells to protect their spell books. Never happens.
Yeah.
They don't even need them.
Yeah, but you know what the thing with wizards are is you can just stab them with a sword, mate.
Yeah.
They're not particularly fighty. No, I know what you're saying. I do know what you're saying. In seriousness, I take your point.
So with your, I'm going to extend your 19 perception check to tell you similar to this room. So there's nothing other than the mice. There's nothing moving, nothing dangerous. There's nothing else seems to be threatening you. And the door to the north, similar to the double doors you've just come through, looks clean, oiled, well maintained. No signs of life on the other side.
And did you say there's a loose scroll in the wizard spell book that's
Yes.
separate? Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we're going to do this, we take the 2 history books first. Does anything happen?
No.
No, so I closed both the history books, took them away, and then I removed the scroll from the wizard's book.
Yep. Just pulls out.
Get away.
Yep.
And then I close the wizard's spell book, and then I lift it off the table, and then I took it away. I'm watching you for a reaction. And then I took it away.
I'm watching you to see if I'm giving you a reaction. No, it's it's fine. You managed to secure all of them, no problem.
I feel like we've just played poker for 10 seconds.
Yeah. Who's won?
Me, I think.
Yeah. All right, I'll give you that. Yeah.
I'll take the opportunity to sheathe the sword, Dave, as well. If you give me, you keep it there in case we get into another fight. But obviously, it's not floating around. It's.
How are you feeling, Mark? Are you all right to carry on, or do you need to?
I am. I feel like death, but then all I'm doing is sitting, and listening, so that's okay. If I had to do physical things, then there'd be we'd have issues, but I don't.
Okay.
So that's
All
okay.
right.
Well, thank you for asking.
I mean, do we want to continue? Because this potentially could be somewhere we can batten down if we needed to for a rest.
Yeah, I say we go, move forward.
Do we want to maybe just check beyond here? We've got 2 securable doors.
So what we're kind of working with is that there's somebody clearly living here. If it's well maintained, doors are well hinged, there's open books, someone's clearly doing research and is here.
Yeah.
So I've got from the player, there's a certain suspicion that whoever's about might be linked to the Rage of the Dragons. So therefore probably isn't friendly. So I would very much like to deal with that. I don't want them kind of creeping up on us when we rest. We need to find out what's going on before we take a rest, really. I know we're struggling, but
we have, at least we know we've got a point here where we've got somewhere we could rest if we need to. Come back to
absolutely.
Okay.
Okay. So moving forwards.
Yep.
How we're doing it? Who wants to open the door? Where is everyone else going to
open the door. It'll be
okay.
Would be not as well be well stealthy man ahead of us.
I was about to say nothing else of interest in the room, Dave.
You can have a perception check as well if you want. You've seen Nordan. Well, you've seen everyone have a good poke around, but if you want to have a perception check as well, mate.
I mean, I was specifically looking at magical instruments and books, so
yeah. Okay, your Kender curiosity. There's plenty of trinkets in here for you to pocket. So there would be, if you think of like sort of tinkering equipment. So if you want a nice pair of pliers, a file, things of that nature. With the 19, there's nothing else obvious, but you can satisfy your Kender curiosity if you want to fill your bags with various pieces of tools, small tools. Fill your boots, mate, if you want a file. Like I say, go mad.
It'll file.
Yeah. Okay, so Arthas going up to the door, swinging it open.
Yep. Carefully, not like
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
SWAT team stuff.
Yeah.
Who's standing behind? Who's second? So Kel second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like to think that we occasionally have to check that our bootlaces are still our boots, so because Leggit's. I feel like Leggit's the kind of person that's going to steal your bootlaces if you're not paying attention.
Yeah, so
So often we're like looking down, and we've still got our bootlaces. We still got.
If you remember rightly, I did steal Mark's pasty.
I believe so.
Tom,
Okay,
he's trying to
back
back my
in the day.
party sorcerer. So I mean, everything's on the table.
So Arthas, Kel, who's last? Who's bringing up the rear?
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
I'll bring up the rear.
Right.
Okay.
So Leggit's bringing up the rear. So as the door opens, this chamber is furnished as a luxurious apartment. Its lamps and stuffed chairs look old but well maintained. A hooded, crimson-robed figure steps through a door to the east and gives you a calm nod. From behind a bleached skull mask speaks a smooth female voice. Ah, welcome. Let's get to the assessment then, shall we? As she nods towards Nordan. And she holds
I feel like I should have
a
read
blue
these
gem, you can tell that she's putting some kind of arcane energy into this blue gem as it explodes. So what I'm going to do is move you forwards slightly. So if we have Arthas there, a Nordan in the doorway, so she can see you with Leggit behind. If you'll forgive me a second, we'll have that visible to you there. And also, I should be able to give you a better picture. Might take a second to load this. As it's loading, what's going to happen now? This blue gem, you've used something similar to this blue gem before. As it cracks, air comes out of it and wind appears as this draconic form air elemental appears right in front of this mage. And this female mage with what sounds like an elvish accent nods to Nordan, as I would like you in a second, once I've showed you the picture and we're back on the map. It's 3 of you loaded. Let me just force it again. See if
There we go. Okay, that's sick. For a start, that mask is awesome.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah, that's such a nice piece of art. I mean,
A Mexican Day of the Dead mask, isn't it? Cool.
Yeah. This elf, it's the only thing I can say with a Mexican accent. As this elven mage says to you, "How much for your women?" Right. I don't know.
Sorry.
Right, you do see a door to the north as well. So let's go back to that one and roll initiative.
I didn't think we were going to fight 2 bloody dragons.
That's just another dragon.
Nordan Leggit just start. What has happened, Downing?
I know. I saw that.
So,
world.
First to react, or let me just 1 second. Mark, Arthas is first to react as you feel threatened by this air elemental. What would you like to do?
I'm going to run and punch it. Well,
Fair
punch it
enough.
with my sword.
Seems fair.
Yeah. I'm getting slightly annoyed, actually, with these draconic things. We're just trying to find somewhere to have a little sleep. And, these things keep coming, so it's like, no, I might have to pound you. So, here we go.
Tired, I'm hungry. I don't know.
Yeah. For me mum. Yep, that's a miss. Right.
Anything else?
No, I've got very little left in the tank.
Okay, second to react is Nordan.
Nordan's gonna nip through the doorway in the corner. I'm gonna throw an ice dagger at Sorcerer.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna do it at second level.
Bear with. 1 second. Second level, I will counterspell it.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
I mean, let's go straight in there. So, the rules are slightly different for that now, so it's not an automatic counterspell. So I think I have to roll something. Counterspell 2024. You attempt to interrupt a creature in the process of casting a spell. The creature makes a Constitution saving throw. So you need to make a Constitution saving throw. Is the spell DC?
Everybody.
Ooh. Whoa. The internet has died. That's some severe storm action in England, isn't it? Hi, Tom.
Hey, up, mate. Yeah, I'll almost certainly be server side if we're all having the same problem.
Yeah. Well, there are a lot of storms, isn't there?
Yes. Yeah, I'm surprised my internet's behaving because ours is all overhead cabling. So
I'm back. Yeah.
I'm back. Yeah, sorry.
That's all right, dude.
I'm lucky mine's underground.
Yeah, mine too.
As I was here when he installed it was quite interesting to watch.
Yeah, pain in the arse for like 2 days. Oh, we're all back. Sweet. Right, you need to make a Constitution saving throw then, please, Sam.
What's the DC?
Presumptuous.
The DC, is there not?
Yeah, there is a DC, but I'm not going to tell you what it is, mate.
16.
16 fails. The spell is countered. So what we'll say is this elven woman as she stood there, she's crushed this gem. She looks as if she's arms folded, sort of monks. So she puts both of her arms into a sleeve. So I can't do it with me Sherpa. And she looks as if she's going to settle back as you cast your spell. One hand and she goes, and then puts her hand into her sleeves again. Anything else?
That's a pretty high level, isn't it? Spell counter.
It's only third level counter spell.
Is it?
Yeah.
It can't be a source. Is it sorcerer on the sorcerer's list?
Yeah, it'll be on the sorcerer's list, mate.
Oh, okay.
I can't guarantee that, but I'm pretty sure it'll be on the sorcerer.
No,
Mark.
I think that would have thrown him off enough for that to be the end of my turn, because that would throw him off. That's his first time that's ever happened.
Where have you just been, Mark?
I did I not say? I thought I was up there.
We're all having issues, mate. We went to
Yeah.
Virgin.
Oh yeah. I went to. I needed to violate my mushroom.
Well, I hope it cleaned up nice, mate. Kelevendros.
So I'm going to move in there because I like. We're still within 5 feet of each other, but I like the optics of being on the diagonals.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm gonna hold. No, I'm gonna hit this. I'm gonna hit this air dragon twice in the face.
Sure.
Hopefully.
Oh,
Oh, that's a miss.
Yep.
14 to hit.
yeah.
Yeah.
We've rolled like cabbages so far in this one.
And a
24 hits.
24 to hit. Okay. 17 points of slashing damage.
ID.
And then bonus action, I'll throw the dancing longsword out, and then I'll attack the same target with that.
Okay. Let me just backtrack because 17 is normal, isn't it? So it is resistant to your damage. So where are we? 3.5. So 8. Yeah. Is that right? That is fairly me.
Yeah, it's rounded down, so it'd be 8. Yeah.
So you're yeah. Oh, I can get the dancing longsword. Where was it?
Look at the
Yeah, and I'll
back
chuck
of
it
my
out, so
eyes.
it's
Even
there.
in
Okay.
state.
And then it'll try and do the same thing on the
Sure.
same target. But it will also miss. The
Yeah.
12.
Right. So
Should have
this
changed the dice.
Yeah. So you can see this mage as she's as her arms are in a sleeve. So what's happened? You missed. I don't know if you missed what the mage did, Mark.
She counterspelled.
Yeah, she did counterspell, and then she's just stood there. So as there's sort of a pause in the fighting, and you're aware of the fact that she could be taking an action, all she does is her right foot slides back ever so slightly, as if she's ready to move if she needs to. But she's still just stood there watching as the air elemental takes a turn. That's going to move into your 2 spaces, moves forwards as the air whirls round you, and you both need to make a strength saving throw, please.
So this will be. Do I get the +3 from?
Yes.
Oh, wicked! Oh yeah, 20.
Is this technically a breast weapon, Dave?
No.
Okay, cool. 26. I'll take that.
Smart, tidy. So you both pass. So you take half damage. I've rolled particularly well. In fact, I'm 2 away from max damage there. So 26. Yeah, 20.
Oh, sorry. What type? Sorry, Dave. I'm losing the plot. What type of damage is it? Bludgeoning.
No, it's all right, mate. Yes, it is bludgeoning.
Right, that's all I needed to know for now. How much?
But it's magic, mate. It's not.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. You know what? No, I'm not going to rule that it is. Hostile space. Yeah, no, it's fine, mate. It's fine. So 24, you both take 12. Except for Mark, who can reduce it.
Yeah, it's 12 to 9.
Yeah, with the new what's it? Because it's your proficiency bonus with the new one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's wicked.
Nice.
Even better. And also, you feel the force of this wind. And you've fought these before. You fought air elementals before, and you were thrown around. But you stand your ground on this occasion.
Yeah.
So you're not thrown, and you're not going to take extra damage from being chucked about as Leggit takes his turn.
8. What was the new rules on the critical? You said I could.
Yeah, I'll get it for you, mate. So we can try and
If,
remember.
like, you get like a 6 or something.
No, if you on your damage dice from sick, or if you get same number on your damage rolls, so you need to roll to hit. If
the
same number of 2 or more of the d8s is the same, the orb leaps to a different target within 30 feet of the target. Make an attack roll against that target. The orb can't leap again unless you cast the spell with a +2 spell slot. But then for each slot above 1, it does an extra d8 damage, and the orb can leap a number of times equal to the level's spell slot expended.
Right.
And he wants, yeah.
Well, let's just rotate it first.
First up, okay, yep. Mate, 13's going to miss.
I am under the impression that that this mage is she's virtually said she's testing us. So I think we've just got to smash. If we all concentrate our attacks on getting this air elemental, she's not actually attacking, is she?
No. So it's your turn then, as you all, as I assume you say Arthas is saying this out loud as it's your turn.
Yeah.
And well,
right then, I'm just gonna tweb the elemental again with a booming bell cheese. In fact, no, it's going to be immune to thunder damage, isn't it? So I'll do. Oh, would I know that from previous things, Dave? We have fought them before.
You have just give me an Arcana and don't roll above 5 on your Arcana mark.
Can I roll 5?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it would be resistant to lightning and thunder damage.
Right. So I'm going to put a flame blade into it instead.
Sure.
Which is probably going to be irrelevant. I've got to actually hit the bugger. So here we go. Well, that should do it.
Yay.
So that's
Nice.
Excellent max damage plus your D8. Come on, roll an 8, Mark. Come on, Mark. Come on, Mark. You
do it.
Go on.
Do it.
I'm trying to make. Oh, go away.
Channel, you're in a Bright Blessed, right in the gizzard,
Bright
mate.
Blessed. I like Bright Blessed. He amuses me.
That's why. That's where hitting him in the gizzard come from.
Yeah.
He went on a massive rant against an MP.
Yeah.
You're right in the fucking gizzard, mate. Because he's just stuck with me.
Yeah. Did anyone ever see when it was on? It was on some chat. I think it was Parkinson, and Parkinson was asking if they'd given him wine beforehand, and he was a bit pissed. And Parky was asking him stuff, and he just wasn't paying any attention. He was just rambling on about how fit he found the girl who played Dale in Flash Gordon, and how much he wanted to do her. That's all he talked about. It was brilliant. It's like, okay, right. Anyway, we get amazing bottom.
Right,
Anyway.
so 14 damage, Mark. Anything else from you?
No, not at this point.
Okay. Nordan.
I'm going to fire off a ray of sickness.
Sure. At the elemental.
Fire. Yeah.
It looks like
13.
It looks like your token's in the naughty corner at the minute, facing away. 13.
Just trying to remember. Hang on.
No, Tom, don't do it, because you can crash. What's it? Right. You crash maptools if you do it, so it's all right. Adam did that later. Yeah, 13 misses, mate. Anything else?
That's right. I was looking for magical balance. That was what I was looking for.
Oh, okay.
But I've already used them all. However, yeah, no, I can't do that. So that's misses. Then he's going to huff it out the door.
Okay.
Yep.
Kelevendros.
Yeah, back to the well.
Yeah, go for it.
First one's a 12 for a miss.
Miss, yeah.
25 to hit.
That's not it.
For 17, 8 damage.
17.
So
17 damage.
I'll give him this. He's consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you say, 8 damage.
Consistency. And then the dancing sword will move, and then we'll make the attack.
Okay, so this is magic damage. So this will be 15 is exactly what you need to hit the air elemental.
For 11 points of slashing.
Smashing. That takes us to the mage's turn. Is gonna stay the same. But behind this bone mask, you can tell nothing. She's just stood still. The air elemental is it's a recharge for the whirlwind. Doesn't recharge. So it's going to make slam attacks. It's got 2 targets. It's not overly smart, so it's going to pick Kelevendros as you've done the most damage to it.
I'll impose disadvantage on its attacks against Kel till start of my turn.
Smashing. So the disadvantage attack is 16 to hit.
Just hits.
Oh,
Okay.
That's exactly my AC.
That is 16 points of bludgeoning damage. And the second attack, which Mark now it carries through, doesn't it? Your disadvantage.
on my turn, yeah.
Yeah. And disadvantage roll, I've rolled a 3. So, yeah, that's going to miss. Second attack misses. Well done, Mark, because the other one would have hit. So, yeah, well done, Mark. Leggit's turn. Go on, mate. Come on, Andy.
4 mons.
I'm going to cast as a cantrip minor illusion.
Yeah.
Meow. Was it a copper dragon we saw? The egg we took and gave back.
Brass.
Brass dragon.
Yeah, in the other room was brass. Yeah.
But yeah, when we took the egg back from the camp, that's the dragon. It was a brass.
Yes.
Nice.
No, that was bronze. That was a bronze dragon.
Bronze.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just to make it more believable. Anyway.
Okay.
So he's going to cast the minor illusion of the bronze dragon egg here as a distraction. And then he's going to shout, "Quick, don't let them get the egg."
Okay.
I like the thinking behind it. Wonder what she'll do. That'll give us some idea as to her intentions. Unless just because that's an illusion, Kender. Stop being a knob.
So roll deception then.
4. Oh, it said 21, Dave.
Okay.
He's kind of giving the wing, nod to everybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, okay. So, yeah, this. Okay. So, what's going to happen is you can see this mage step forward now. No, she's not going to step forward. What she's going to do is she stood there with her arms folded. You can see her head sort of tilt to one side like a dog would do when it's trying to. What? And then she sort of leaned forwards, and you can see her concentration is around there as she's. So she's distracted momentarily. If you wanted to do something else.
What about the dragon itself? That distracted, or is that?
Okay. I see where you're coming from. So let me. Yeah, so it hasn't got any bonuses. Okay. Yeah, so that. Right. I'm just going to be Johnny Spot and just have a little read.
Oh my god. Oh, just leave it there. I'll put it up when we're done.
Oh,
Oh, Christ.
what's up? What?
You all right, mate?
Sorry. Yeah, someone just appeared in the room and I didn't realise he had come in.
Merry Christmas,
She gave me a
Sammy.
heart attack.
Merry Christmas.
Say Merry Christmas.
Giving someone fucking heart attack.
She was just there with a hood on.
Fucking murder you.
You know what I need if ever I'm to run Strahd again is I need the text message number for the partner of the people that I'm running it for. So just right, open the door with the hood on now. Go. That'd be awesome.
I'm never giving you Claire's number. Because she would so be on board with that.
Harley's done it numerous times throughout these campaigns, just with hair draped in front of her face, like the not conjuring,
the ring.
Grudge.
Oh, okay.
The Grudge.
Yeah.
With the hair draped in front of the face.
Oh,
bitch.
So yeah, okay. Because you've rolled well with your deception, the air elemental also spins round. You'd be aware of the fact that it's not a dragon; it's an air elemental in draconic form, but it is momentarily distracted by what you've done. Yeah. So what else would you like to do, if anything else?
There's not a lot else I can do. How's everybody else looking?
Okay. Not great, but not. I'm not panicking yet. That'll be two turns, I imagine, before the panic sets in.
Yeah.
Samuel, you
I'm
look
good at
you're
that.
fine.
No,
You're fine.
I
He's
did
not
take
even in the
some
room,
damage,
mate.
but I've healed up a bit. I'm only like 9 short or something. I'm not too...
Okay. He's going to bonus action levitate.
Okay. How many times can you do that?
I don't know. Let's read it.
At least he's honest about it.
It doesn't say. It just says. Hold on. It just says at will. While you wear the boots, you can cast levitate on yourself.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, you got me then, Andy. Yeah, so you levitate up to the ceiling as well. And again, this mage is she's looking back at you, and she's looking at Nordan, and she's looking at you, and again, her head tilts to the side as if she's incredulous about the whole situation. I'm going to pass on because you're going to do something else that you're going to make up in a minute. Right, Arthas. So Arthas Scalebane's turn.
Yeah. Well, cool. Give us some past it on the other.
Go for it, mate. Yep. Yeah.
Here we go.
23 hits.
So same scenario as last time. So longsword. Nice.
Come on, roll an 8.
Come on, you 8.
Come on, you got a second chance of doing it, Mark.
Yes.
That's
20 points of damage, mate. Well done, Mark. Okay, it's looking ropey now. Nordan.
It gets disadvantage on its next attack roll before my next turn because of the Vex property of my longsword.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll throw a firebolt at it.
Go for it. Oh, yeah.
20.
Yeah, that was close, mate.
It was nearly a 1.
If that doesn't hit, I'm running away.
8 damage.
8.5 damage.
Okay, Kelevendros.
Back to the well.
Go for it.
First one's a miss.
Yep.
Second one's a 26.
26 hits.
Oh.
That's max damage again.
You've done it, mate. You know, I'm to blame because I was.
Now you said it.
Yeah. Okay, so it
stands in longsword.
Oh, go on, mate. Go on.
15 to hit.
Is exactly what you need. It's on 1 hit point, mate.
It's dead. It can't stop playing.
Yeah. How do you want to finish it?
I think the dancing longsword just like decapitates it.
Okay.
And it is, yeah. So it just
Yeah. So now this mage, you hear from the corner, you hear, oh, enough. You've passed. Well done. I wish to speak.
Oh, and we haven't sit down.
No. I fucking think so.
So it's strictly speaking, thinking. So it was Kel's turn. Let me just take. Hold up 1 second. Let me go back. So you've just killed it. You've got movement. You've done action, bonus action. You've got movement, and talking's a free action. Obviously,
So Cal was pretty suspicious that she wasn't. It was she said outright it was a test.
Yeah.
So he's wary of her because he's a bit suspicious of what she's doing in a place like what a lady like her is doing in a place like this. But
Actually, did attack us with a big elemental, which
yeah,
With no
But he's
real
gonna-
warning.
so
but he's gonna kind of he's gonna take a knee because he just took a massive slam to his shoulders from an air elemental about 6 seconds ago. But
Yeah.
he's gonna be ready, but not make any threatening moves just yet.
okay. So what's going to happen as she says enough? The robe figure pushes back her hood and removes her skull mask, revealing the features of an elven woman. And she'll say in common, forgive the roughness, forgive the rough welcome, but it was necessary to appraise your abilities. I would like to speak now.
can't we ever sit down? None of us
Yes,
feel
please.
very well.
Please come and join. Please, and you can see where Leggit is. Leggit's floating above what looks like a very comfortable
Leggit's-
seat, and she'll say,
Yeah,
Like it's now
I'm just going to
close down.
flop
ran up and
into one
kicked
of
her in
the
the shin.
chairs.
"Hold up, Mark. 1 second. Sorry, Mark. Go on, Andy."
He's floated down, he's run up and he's kicked her in the shin.
I was expecting
Okay.
to start flirting, but
Motherfucker.
So,
I like doing stuff like this because I always like seeing Dave's reaction.
well, because yeah, I mean, it's a consequence, isn't it? So you,
It's pointless. It's pointless me doing it, but I just like seeing your reaction.
right? Okay. Well, if we work it through, so as you float down, you're now going to run towards her.
Yeah, and kick her in the shin.
Well, you can try, mate. Right. I get to play. Would you? Oh, that's 2024 rules. Bear with me a second.
An arm strike.
thank you, darling.
So it is her turn in the initiative order still, which is why I kept us there. Would you make a charisma saving throw, please? Okay, so what you guys see, and you're 10 feet away from Kelevendros at this point as you drop to the floor and you start charging forwards. As she's tucked in, you can hear arcane words as she's placated. She's looking around all of you. This is an old woman. This is an old elf. You guess from her accent and everything that she's done so far, she is a red-robed mage. She's a fully paid-up member of the Mages of High Sorcery, and she's also Sylvanesty. As Leggit starts to run forwards, she'll say, I'm going to assume the Kender does not act the same as the rest of you, and she flicks a wrist, and Leggit vanishes, just disappears. Nordan, do you want to make an Arcana check?
I don't know if I'm bothered.
Okay.
I don't give a shit.
No.
He brought it upon himself.
You're not entirely sure what's happened, but Leggit, momentarily, let me just check this. So not very often I get to play. Yeah. So you, as you sort of charging forwards, you see her flick your wrist at you, and you disappear, and you're surrounded by mist. And you are aware of the fact that you're stood on what appears to be mist, solid mist, and around you everywhere is mist. And as you charge forwards, your foot falls echoing, and there's nothing, absolute nothing around you, and it's terrifying as you're in this black, misty abyss.
And then there's a clearing in the distance, and as you approach it, there is a sign that says, "Welcome to Barovia."
Welcome
See you later,
Barovia. So she... Go on, Tom.
The sword would then point at her, like blade first, but not move, and just say, "I hope that my friend comes to no harm."
Well, that depends if he means me harm when he returns. This is now a council. If
He
you...
was-
Sorry, Mark, go on.
So he was just going to kick you in the shin. Yeah, that's he's like that. Yeah, I've known him for a long time.
Okay.
Do I recognise this woman?
No, you would not. But you can have a history check. It's going to be a rough DC for you to remember anything about it, about her. But
19?
19. So you rolled a 13 for a 19 is pretty high. Okay, so you know she's a red-robed mage. You know that she is a fully subscribed member to the Mages of High Sorcery. You would guess that she was probably a fixture of the city, and you now know the city, its name, the City of Lost Names, to be on Yari. She was probably a high-ranking official for the Mages of High Sorcery from Sylvanesti origin. But no, you don't recognise her.
I'm assuming that she went down with the city and has lived here since then.
Yeah, with a 19, yes.
Wow.
And yeah, elves do
Which
live that.
is pre-Cataclysm.
Mm. That's old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after she'll sort of say, "Please, gentlemen, if we can continue," and she gestures towards the seats. I would
I've
rather
already
sit.
Sit down.
I've
Sound.
just sat getting my breath back.
Okay, so we'll have Leggit reappear.
It become a thing. He appears.
Grab him by the scruff of the back of his neck. And just pull him
Leggett's
into
going to
the
be
chair
sort
next to me.
Come here.
Leggett's going to be
down.
hyperventilating at this point. And quite sort of hype. And I was like, I'm somewhere where I don't know where I was. Like that.
Has anyone seen the Family Guy where Chris accidentally gets sucked into the Take On Me video while they're in the supermarket? And he comes out at the end, he goes, "Where have you been, Chris?" He goes, "I don't know."
No, I've never seen it. So she's gonna say to you, she'll say, it was a simple banishing. You were in a demi-plane of my devising. No harm would have come to you, as long as you don't mean me any harm. She looks towards Nordan and she'll say,
Do it again.
No, she carries on with Leggit, and she'll say, "The trinkets that you took from my workshop, you may keep them." And she turns to Nordan and says, "Similarly with you, I can replace them easily enough."
Admittedly, we didn't know if you were friend or foe, and the history alone in the books, the knowledge will be invaluable to us and our future mission, and just to general knowledge of the world today. Those two books, not her spell book, that I'm referring to, whatever the titles of the books that I've taught. I mean, that's forgotten knowledge.
I do have a condition with you keeping the history books. By all means, take them, learn from them, but the location of this city must stay with you until your dying day. This goes no further.
I assume the location of the city is in these books.
No, just the history of why
So
it
the
was
history can be
built.
shared freely.
History
don't
can be
reveal the
shared
location.
freely. And this is what I want to discuss with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read you the blurb. I've paid for this shit. Oh.
Yes.
So pretty.
Yeah, it's such a nice looking book.
I know, I'm so happy. So she'll say, I am Demelin, High Wizard of Unyari. You are not the first visitors my fallen city has had in recent days. The world that forgot us has been flocking here to the paradise of Istar. I fear that although my home has suddenly been remembered, its lessons have not. And she will go on to tell you the short version of what's in the books. She will tell you the history of Unyari, if you're willing to listen.
Yeah, defo. Yeah.
100%.
So she will tell you that during the Age of Might, before the Cataclysm, during the reign of the king priests of Istar, the king priests decided, or her king priest decided, that he wanted to live in splendour as the gods did, and he wanted to elevate a city and make it float above and live as the gods did. How he accomplished that with, and she'll say, with my assistance to my downfall and the city's downfall, is we built the city on the graveyard of dragons. Dragons left Kryn years ago during the Third Dragon War. The evil dragons went back to the abyss with Takesis, and the good dragons disappeared off the face of Kryn. So we desecrated their ancient burial ground and used the magic there to suspend Unyari. And it was a palace of splendour for the king priest and the, turns out, wealthiest members of society, as we built this luxurious floating city. The Paladin, no, sorry, let me just backtrack. The good dragons did find out about this, and they returned from their exile, even though Paladin himself had told them not to. And scores of dragons, gold, silver, bronze, brass, copper, attacked the city and tried to force us to land, and with our might in arms we defended the city. Paladin himself attempted to intervene. He tasked a knight of Solamnia known as Zanus Solamnia with peaceably ending conflict. Solamnia.
I was going to say, rings a bell.
Yeah, and at that she'll say, "Oh, Solamnia died during the conflict. That's interesting."
Sorry, that was above table, not Kelevendros.
Okay, right.
Out.
So she'll continue the story then. So she'll say, Solamnia, as he attempted to placate the leader of the dragons, a gold known as Caravarix. Solamnia was unable to placate him, and Caravarix attacked. Solamnia, with his Dragonlance, slew Caravarix, the gold dragon. Solamnia was also destroyed in this conflict. His Dragonlance was cursed and sent with him to his tomb. Not before the city itself was then destroyed by the dragon, and it cascaded and fell from the sky into what is now the northern wastes. Everyone died. I was the only survivor. By my art did I survive. And she looks very matter of fact when she says this to you. She's saying all of these things, desecration of the dragon, very matter of fact. But she'll look now to all of you, and specifically towards Arthas and Kelevendros, and she'll say, I've learnt the error of my hubris. And then she'll look over all of you and she'll say, and I have a task for you. The forces that have moved in are attempting to elevate the city once again and use it as a weapon. I have no part in this war. I wish you to strike at their leadership and to stop them from achieving this.
I think that tallies in with our general goals quite nicely.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question. Nordan, in his brashness as atypical. Why have you stayed here so long? Why have you not returned to the Order? Why have you remained hidden in the shadows?
I call it penance, if you will. This is... I was complicit in raising this palace of opulence. I revelled in the art, in the challenge, and I didn't think that desecrating the graves of these noble creatures would be a problem. Now, with hindsight, the very word desecration, I'm ashamed. And I no longer wish to rejoin the world. I just want to make sure if people visit that they are either dissuaded from ever trying to use this magic again or destroy them.
Insight check, Dave, just to see if I'll believe
Yeah,
it.
sure, go for it.
Do I believe it?
One sec. 22, 100%. You as she's very matter of fact. This is a woman who has demons, but she's buried them, and she's buried them by defending this place and not getting involved anymore. So if I can sort of talk mechanically, she's a red robe mage. She has a neutral stance towards it all. What she did was wrong, and how she's going to make up for it is not get involved, other than, as she's asking you to, is point you in the right direction.
So if you can make us a bed up somewhere safe, we can set out when we've regained some strength.
By all means, we need to, or I would wish to discuss with you the city itself. But also, I wish to tell you that Onyari isn't a place for novices. If you're going to continue, you should do so as... And she looks towards Nordan. And then she sort of cocks her head towards Leggit. You should do so as true mages. I was a master of the Tower of High Sorcery in Istar. If you're ready to earn your robes, I could administer the test of High Sorcery.
Cool. I've not said that out loud.
Yep. I was trying to think of a northern answer and I can't think of one.
Yep, is a very Nordan answer, mate. It's sort of one of those, oh, shit. Yep.
That pool I can smell.
And for you, Kender,
Yep.
And she'll say, I am able to scry. I am able to see what's happening in the world today. And I know people from your race very rarely practice magic these days, but I remember the golden ages when Kenders were disciples of the gods and practitioners of magic. If you're willing to take the test, you can also become a mage of high sorcery.
It's still sort of reveling in the incense to the mist. And it's like, I'll take any test you want, just don't send me back to the dark place.
You can't give a baby booze. Yeah.
Booze?
Booze for a baby. Yeah, okay. She'll say, yeah, no, well, we'll wait until you're rested and recovered and we start the next session. Before we continue any further, please make yourselves at home now, unless you have any further questions for me.
So many questions. I think these are like I don't think there's anything to be gained from it. I think like Nordan would have so many questions, but it's like non-game related.
Yeah, this would be right up your street, wouldn't it? With meeting an ancient spellcaster from.
Because I haven't got counter spells, so he'd probably ask things about like counter spell and what she did to, although it would just be like have so many questions about things that you just want to ask. But that would be, don't role play it all out there for hours, couldn't you?
If only we had the time, Sam. If only we had the time.
Oh, mate.
Cal does have a question, but he wouldn't ask it at this time. It's a question for later, before we set off, rather than.
Oh, he's good. I'm going to ask where I can turn in because I'm absolutely shattered. I was started stripping my armor off by now as well. It's just like,
yeah.
So
if I with that.
Yeah, if you, what she'll say to you is, I mean, she's already hinted at it. She'll say, so the golem, the construct that you first fought, that was my construct, and this kind of rings true with Nordan now. The rough Arcana check for the workshop, it's a golem workshop, so she was able to make the construct there, but you didn't roll quite high enough for me to give it you. The air elemental, the Dragonlance itself was part of the fixtures. That was the sort of haunting of the dragons, not her. But you have the run of the place, so you can have a long rest, not a problem. She will say to Leggit and to Nordan that it is unusual, but as you arrive together and she's witnessed your arcane proficiency, that you can take the test together. Normally, to take a test of high sorcery, you would cast every spell that you're able to cast, but she's already witnessed you do that. So it would be the test of character. But what she would say to you is, I can administer the test so you can do it together. You can aid and assist as you have done most of your life, I believe. Or you can do it individually. And she looks seriously at both of you and you say there is no judgment in that. If one of you wants to go individually, then you will both go individually, and neither of you will have an issue with it.
Is that I'm going solo?
down in Acapulco.
You mean that I'm going solo?
It's all about.
You're thinking of the
You're
competition,
quite competitive with you, Sam. Even though even I don't know.
Yes, there's one part of me that thinks we should do it as a pair because logically that makes the most amount of sense. But then I think we have played out this almost competitive nature between the two of them throughout the whole campaign that they'd almost probably both go, no, because I want to do it better than he did it.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking. Just ego.
I don't think
Play the character.
works like that.
Play the character.
Play the character.
Solo.
Solo.
I'm going to be a sorcerer off.
Okay, solo. Okay.
Yeah,
So
we're going to do a mage.
What we'd probably have to do then at the start of the next session, so we're not overlapping, is we'd need one of you to disappear, and I'll text you when the other one's done. I mean, you two, Mark and Tom, you can hang around and listen to what's happening to see how it plays out. If that's all right, does that seem fair to you both?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We I don't want to sort of encourage you, Tom, but did you? Because she'll do the test, and if you succeed, because you can die during the test. But then when you're moving off, do you not want to ask your question now? What was your reasoning behind?
You can die during the test.
You can die during the test.
You didn't tell me that before.
What?
you would know that. You would know that.
Okay.
I'm probably going to have to chip off because I'm really flagging out.
Sorry, let me just Tom finish his thing. Because do you want to ask it now, or do you want to wait?
So what I'll say is the question relates to the mission ahead. It's not a role play question. It's not a personal question. It's about what she wants us to do in the city and what something that Kelevendros has got in his head.
About the quest itself.
Yes.
Okay. In which case,
let's do the test first, because the test is separate. Then we'll revisit this issue.
Okay.
Is what he's thinking.
But because I do need to do one other thing, Mark, and you'll enjoy this, mate, which is why I want you to hang around, is as you're having a rest and she's going about her business, she all of a sudden, she spins towards Kel. And she'll walk straight up to you and she'll say, the weapon you found. You found a weapon in the crypt. May I see it?
He'll look. He kind of looks around a little because he was playing this close to the chest. That's why he said he wouldn't have said that out loud. And then he'll just kind of get a deep sigh and he'll pull it out.
Wave it around, put it back in again. Say more of that.
So the rusted spear tip that you found under Castle Calaman. Don't worry. Demlin will take it from you, and she'll look over it, and she'll hold it reverentially, and she'll cast a simple cantrip over it and clean it. And this is not a sort of level 1 caster cantrip. This is an archmage casting a cantrip over this to clean it up. And she'll pass it back to you, and she'll say, interesting. I wonder why Paladin decided to return this here. This is Solmir's Dragonlance.
Whoa.
In the city is a temple of Paladin. I believe you should visit that.
I think we should.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we needed to go to one to repair it or something.
Yeah.
I do love these old shit moments I get when we play these campaigns. I feel like you can see them appear on my face as it all just clicks for me, and I'm like, yeah, I remember something about it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, because I didn't know, Tom. I didn't know if you wanted to keep it, but it specifically says that she senses it if you don't mention it. So it's sort of getting to the point where if you'd not mentioned anything, yeah, she was like, yeah. So, yeah. So we'll finish the session there. Just to be clear, start of next session, what we'll do is we'll gather. I'll do. I don't know. We'll perhaps roll d20, see who's going first. We'll do the test, and then she will give you more information about the city. In fact, what she will. No. We'll do it next time because you're feeling rough, Mark, aren't you?
Yeah. I'll look for.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to turn this up, gentlemen, and if anyone is watching at this time of year, Merry Christmas.
Good evening, folks.